Hello everybody and welcome back to Anime Casuals. This is Michael and today we are jumping into some anime theories that I have about Demon Slayer. For any of you who haven't gotten to Season 2 Episode 9 yet, because that's where I'm at when I made this video. Otherwise, without much further ado, let's get into my Demon Slayer theory. My theory for Demon Slayer is that the Kamado family and their ancestors have been blessed by the sun god Amaterasu, and that this power is so great it will slowly drain the life energy out of whoever uses it. The first step to figuring out my theory is to look at the Hinokami Kagura dance, which means the dance of the fire god. So it's already one reason why I thought it was by Amaterasu, who is the god of the sun breathing. Very easy steps throughout. So far with the anime, we haven't found out a lot about the dance, except that there's some scriptures at Rengoku's house. We saw the dance, maybe not in its entirety, but we saw the dance in Season 1 when Tanjiro's dad, did it. And we also know that Rengoku's dad also knows about the earrings, the mark on the forehead, and that it's called sun breathing, and it was the first breathing technique, the one that all other breathing techniques stem from. So already we have some kind of clues that Tanjiro is part of this lineage, whether he believes he's the prophesied one or not, that is also related to his dad. Our second piece of information relies a little bit on hearsay and assumption, but that's what a theory is. It's having fun and assuming away. So we know that the Hinokami Kagura takes a massive toll on its users. At least from watching when Tanjiro uses it, he's immediately out of breath, paralyzed, he is just done with the battle for an extended amount of time. And then in Season 2, we kind of figure out he can do recovery breathing and get back into it, but he still has massive side effects from using this technique. Now, if I go one step further and assume a little bit more, then I would say that Tanjiro's dad is suffering from the major side effects of this dance. That continued use of this is going to completely wear out the body to the point where you will look like Tanjiro's dad. You'll be extremely frail. The sun breathing itself will still give you the energy to be able to do what you need to do, but it will continue to eat away at the end of your life. This leads me to one of my last points, is that the Hinokami Kagura is a blessing or is through an ancestral line. So everybody who's related to Tanjiro's dad and then his ancestors and everybody past Tanjiro will also inherit this ability. My biggest thing is looking at Season 2, where Tanjiro is able to channel sun breathing without us really have seen him do much training. And that's actually was true before in Season 1 when he just whipped out the Hinokami Kagura out of nowhere from just witnessing his dad do a dance. Now, no denying that sometimes, like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, we've seen people learn through dance, and then that's how you learn the forms for the training itself. It's not that out of the blue, but since we haven't seen Tanjiro actually do the training yet, and only the dance, and hasn't really practiced this at all, and it took him over a year and a half to learn water breathing, it just seems like there's a little bit more than just straight training that's happened. So if we look at Season 2, we see him have this whole other level of concentration going in this battle against the Upper Six Demon. Previous in Season 1, he could only do 1 or 2 Hinokamis before passing out or being unable to battle. Now he's whipping out 10 to 15 of them back to back to back and continuing to battle and being on par with an upper rank demon. This is very strange just for the sheer amount of practice that he's done in the Hinokami. So this really makes me think he has a natural talent for sun breathing, which is also why I still think that he's prophesized. I kind of think that everybody who is a sun breather will end up with a mark on their forehead, not necessarily born with it. My only other notable fact for supporting my theory is the fact that Netsuko is also Tanjiro's sister, but has fire demon blood magic. So ever since season 1, we saw her use her demon blood magic for the first time, which is also, she's a newer demon, and she has not consumed any human blood, which says, how did she get this power? Well, that kind of leads me to believe that the Kamados have a natural ability to fight demons with the sun breathing, and that it's part of them as a family or as their ancestors. So she develops her demon blood magic in an anti-demon way because she already has a, sun blood, or if you would like to call it, already naturally in her, which leads to her demon blood magic, which is based on her blood and her genetic makeup, to already be negative towards demons. Her blood magic makes fire, which other demons haven't seen. It stops or slows down demons' healing, which also other demons haven't seen yet. And so this really makes me think that it's not just Tanjiro and his sun breathing, it's all of the Kamados, and possibly if Tanjiro's brother and sisters were still alive, then they would be able to do this too, at least in some small sense. So to wrap up my theory with Netsuko and her anti-demon blood magic, with Tanjiro and his natural gift to be able to sun breathing without an intense amount of training, this makes me really think that the Kamados are a line of children born directly from Amaterasu, if they use this sun god in their metaphor, and that the power is so great it will literally take their life a little bit at a time with every use. So I hope you all enjoyed my first anime theory. I've been kind of thinking about this for a little bit longer than I would want to before I made this video, but I enjoyed every step of the way. You can find more content on this channel as well as our Anime Casuals podcast. You can always contact us by commenting down below with any of your theories you would like us to investigate, or to email us at animecasuals, real@gmail.com. And as always, keep it casual.